Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about kindness, why you should give it to others, and not only yourself, but to life as well. Yeah, so I'm sitting here with my trusted companion, Sugar, trying to reflect on why this is a fundamental part of our lives. And I can tell you why. Because from my life experience before I left on my journey, I would say I wasn't the kindest person towards not only others, but to myself and life. You see, when we think we're getting away with something, we're really not. After all, after my experience during my meditation, I come to realize that we're all connected somehow. You know, life is a mirror. I realized when I was ugly towards others, guess what? Those people started being ugly towards me, and when I started becoming ugly towards others, I ended up becoming ugly towards myself. And what I'm talking about is drinking every single day, eating improperly, and that kind of created a loop, a trap within myself. You know, like eating that unnecessary food caused chaos in my mind, and that chaos in my mind started to mirror towards other people. And of course, I'm not going to go too much detail of what exactly I did because, I feel really embarrassed about it. And if you are a person like me, you know, who are aware of your actions, just let you know it's not in the world if you made a mistake or two, or finally realizing your own mistakes. And when you finally realize those mistakes, that's good. That's better than living life thinking that life is always punishing you, even if you sit there and be good. I used to think that for the longest time, or at least I try to be thoughtful towards others, and then that somehow I don't see that mirror back. But then I come to a realization, well, I guess I am going to talk about it now. Sound a little hypocritical, but once I finally realize the kind of person I am towards that person, that's when I made a huge change in my life, or people, or life itself. I noticed when I walk by not seeing, trash being picked up, I just sit there and watch it, not being picked up. And then I start feeling this, negativeness in my body. And it caused me to neglect myself even further. It got to the point where I wasn't exercising, I was drinking and smoking every day. And eventually fell into a deep depression to where I didn't want to help myself. I got kicked out of my apartment in Southeast Texas. And then I ended up living with two of my friends and then moved into another apartment. And somehow, life saved me by giving me the opportunity to help someone. And that was my pawpaw in his last days when he was around. And I almost felt like I was really doing that because, I mean, again, I wanted to help them out. They always done things for me, so I always want to return the favor somehow. And because I gave that kindness back towards them, I was able to stay with my grandmother for about a year. But then, you know, I was still neglecting myself. I even, like, before I even returned back, I even apologized to some of these people that were ugly towards you. But knowing these people, if I know them really well, they probably haven't forgave me. But I have learned a lot from myself from making those mistakes and, you know, distance myself from those people. And I'm going to get to my point about why kindness is a fundamental. I know I'm sitting here talking about why, you know, being negative is not the right thing to do, or the fundamental part. Again, always consider life as a mirror. Whatever you reflect will be reflected back. And then when I left on my journey, I mean, I didn't really think about it. I mean, it was after I had my Kundalini awakening, or that spontaneous Kundalini awakening, when I saw this person. This beautiful woman who I barely even know. And it wasn't like I was trying to be kind because that's what she wanted. It was almost like my body was doing it on its own. And then I started coming to a realization of why I should show kindness towards others. Because eventually during my journey, when I was showing kindness towards others, when I was helping them out, they helped me out. I mean, I left on my journey with $20 and no plan. I ended up getting money throughout my journey. And I remember there was one time where someone offered me money, and I felt guilty of having it. It's like, because there was a time that I didn't feel like I was working for it. But then I started going picking up trash, and my mind felt more at peace, and then now it felt like I was earning it, like how I should. And it started making sense to me why you want to help life as well. Because you never know what life is going to, or the people that you're going to run into are going to offer to you. And when they offer to you, it'd be easier to be more receptive towards what they offer towards you. You know, it's going to, like, that's why it's important to go pick up trash or help a homeless person or help someone, you know, jump off their vehicle, or when someone talks to you, I mean, gives you a polite greeting, be polite back. Because again, like, people, I mean, life is a mirror, and then things you want to desire, when you sit there and talk about it, you know, if you show enough kindness, people are going to want to, like, talk to you or help you out, you know. If you're mean towards other people and ugly towards them, you know, they're not going to want to be around you. And then this goes back to, you know, self-care. I noticed when I was negative and being mean, like, the only thing that could numb that was to just drink and smoke. That's what kept me in that loop still for the longest time. I didn't realize I was hiding from myself until I started reflecting one day. And once I finally quit drinking, I started being confronted more of those conflicts that were in my head. And here recently, I mean, I don't know if you guys been following me, but in my old videos, I really didn't have the best look to me. I looked like a homeless person. And now I look more like a bodybuilder. Slowly for surely. I mean, I'm not there yet. But I'm starting showing self-care. And then when you show self-care towards yourself, I mean, it almost it excites me. You know, like it excites me. Like I'm started developing like six pack, and not the beer, but with the, like after seeing myself, I only been working out for a month and I'm already seeing results. And also eating a cleaner diet will put your mind at ease. And to me, when your mind's at ease and peace, everything falls into place. It all connects together. And I want to say this, like, please show kindness to not only others in life, but also to yourself if you're not. I'm one of those people that neglected myself for the longest time. And now, since I moved here in California, I started showing self-love for myself, and I'm seeing results. And if you guys want to know more details about my practices about self-love and self-care, I can do that in another video. And if this didn't really answer, if you still feel confused, if you feel confused by this video, please leave a comment down below. Either I'll comment back or I'll make another video about this. So, no matter, it's not what life throws at you, it's how you handle it. You know, even if, you know, someone's being mean and ugly, I wouldn't say don't let them step all over you, but set boundaries. And if they're the problem, don't be around it. Because again, whatever action you take, you know, it's going to mirror back. You know, life is a mirror. What positive energy you're going to give out is going to be returned back. And at the same time, you know, what about kindness to yourself? I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm a kind person, but, you know, life never gives me back what I want. And really life has, it's just, are you taking care of yourself? Are you, you know, eating a vegetarian diet? Are you, well, I say vegetarian diet. I mean, everyone has their own opinion. I would highly recommend organic meats if you eat meats. Highly recommend stay away from garlic and onions because that create agitation of mind. And stay away from processed food because they're very low frequency energy. Like when you do self-care like that, like your diet will actually change the way how you think. I guess now I'm gonna start, I don't know what it is, like every time I say I'm not gonna like do something, I end up doing it. And it may seem like I'm being a hypocrite right now, but I'm technically just going based off what I feel. And that was more my thoughts telling me we're not going to talk about more of this. But here we are. Again, I guess that's the one detail I'm going to talk about is, you know, just the inner work, diet, meditation, possibly working out. I guess what I was going to talk about is go in more detail of what I do every day for my self-love and self-care. But that's something that's like a vague and brief, you know, overview of what I'm talking about self-care. Because that will bring expansion within your own self. And then you'll create that energy within your own self. And then you'll end up pulling that energy towards others. But it's important to take action on that because you never know what it's going to lead to. Just trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, trust life. Thank you so much, my beautiful people. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.